Man, what is happening, my YouTube family? Of course, it is your boy B New. I'm coming at you on this Monday. And first and foremost, as always, want to send out positive vibrations and blessings to anybody who could be listening. Now, with all that being said, I know on Friday's show, we were talking with the countdown. And then that's when I was doing my live reveal and I saw that LeBron James had came in at number 6, which was just crazy to me. And then I, evaluated the list further over the weekend just to see who were the 5 players that were in front of him. Of course, I see at number 5 is Stephen Curry, which I really disagree with. Right now, currently, I would put Steph Curry over probably Luka Doncic. I would put him over Joel Embiid. I would put him over Jokic. I would put Steph Curry right now at number 2 behind Giannis because I agree totally, wholeheartedly with Giannis being number 1 right now just because of what he can do on both sides of the ball. He is a physical presence, not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end. We all know what he's capable of doing, and he has stretched out his three-point capabilities. So being able to stretch the floor is huge, and if he can become even more consistent than how he's already been on that trajectory of becoming a better three-point shooter, then Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to be number 1 in the NBA for years to come. And I could say would be the only one who maybe one day could challenge for LeBron James' soon-to-be record of the most points of all time. But who knows, if LeBron keep playing all these years, man, you never know. But Giannis is a physical specimen just like LeBron. So who knows? It's all about your heart, what you want to put into it as you gain more and more years and more miles on your legs as you continue to play this game here of basketball. But the reason why I say Steph Curry should have been number 2 to me is just because of the pressure that he puts on opponents on the defensive side. With his range, Steph can pull up from anywhere. And with that being said, man, all you need to do is set him one little pick. If you don't fight through the pick or get around it, all he needs is a little bit of separation and a little bit of space. And there's that three-pointer. And that three-pointer, once he gets to rolling, that three-pointer is worth more than 2, as you all know. And it really gets crowds and things like that fired up. Do you understand what I'm saying? So with all that being said, I still think Steph, and I know what Nikola Jokic is capable of doing on the defensive end. He's right there with Giannis. But I just feel like Steph is a more valuable person to his team as of now. I know Jokic didn't have his full arsenal going into the playoffs. He was, minus Jamal Murray. So I just feel like, he didn't have a full arsenal, and maybe he can get to an NBA Finals. But at the end of the day, I just feel like Steph brings too much to the table. Now, as far as Embiid, I think Embiid should have been maybe around 8th or 9th. I think LeBron definitely deserves to go in front of Embiid, and I know y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but I think LeBron goes in front of Luka Doncic at this point. And I know the Lakers, LeBron missed a whole lot of games last year, and so did a lot of his players. And of course, the team. Let's see with Brunson, he was a big piece to what Dallas did last year. So let's see how that goes without him. Everybody fails to realize this is all about team. We're not ranking what people did on their team and how successful their team was last year. We're ranking best players as far as the NBA. And last I checked, Luka Doncic don't play any more defense than what LeBron James plays. So at the end of the day, I just feel like LeBron James, with his high basketball IQ and what he's still capable of doing athletically, and don't get me wrong, Luka is athletic in his own right, but at the end of the day, he's no LeBron James. So I'm not going to dwell on that too much. I know today was Lakers Media Day, and there's a lot of people focusing in on some questions. Will Russell Westbrook be the starter? How will Ham use him? What are they going to do as far as the lack of shooting or the three-point prowess, things of that nature? But me, I am a total optimist. And I just feel like, the Lakers can still be successful. I know the NBA right now is all about the three-point line. And I know that is something that is, pretty much what the NBA is built on right now. But I still think defense wins championships. And if you notice, Golden State had a top-level defense, as they always do. It's just not all about offense. You understand what I'm saying? So, I decided to take a look at the Lakers and who their best three-point shooters are on the team. Now, as we know, LeBron James hasn't always been the best three-point shooter, but he has been able to increase his percentages over the years. And last year, he did shoot at 36%, which is a relatively high clip for LeBron, considering how many threes he took per game and so many games where he was very cold and still continued to shoot that three. I remember few games where he was like 2 out of 10, but just kept shooting it, man, which really was messing up his percentage because some nights he got real hot. So that's what it's always kind of been for LeBron. Either he got it from three-point land that night or he doesn't. You understand? But if he get it going, then he get it going. Even from distance. You understand what I'm saying? Once he feel it, you know how it is when you get in the gym and that sometimes that ball just get to rolling off the tip of your fingertips and it feel real good and the whole basketball, the goals start looking like an ocean. But anyway, so I want to do a countdown of the best three-point shooters that's on the team. Now, we all know Kendrick Nunn last year did not play at all with the bruised knee last year. That could have led to much more injuries, and that unfortunately kept him out all of last year, which he was going to be a very important cog. And I feel like if Nunn had been playing, then he would have shored up a lot of things that the Lakers was missing as far as having a better defender on that side of the ball and somebody who can shoot threes as well. So Kendrick Nunn coming off his last season that he played, we can't count last season, of course, because he did not play, but the season before he shot 38% from the field, and LeBron James is second at 36%. The Lakers picked up Troy Brown. Troy Brown, he shot 35%, And then you got, of course, Damien Jones, which I like this pickup, which is crazy. He didn't take a lot of threes, but when he did, he shot it at 35%. So who knows? The Lakers could have themselves a stretch five in that of Damien Jones. That's something that they had not had. They did have a Marc Gasol, but that never came to fruition because we saw what happened the year after. I think what's going to be big for the Lakers is the center position. I'm about to get on that topic in just a minute, but let me continue on with the percentages of the Lakers who shot from three last year. So Damien Jones, 35. Of course, Dennis Schroeder shot the ball at 34% from beyond the arc, which is not bad. Schroeder being a pickup for the Lakers is going to be very interesting to see how many minutes he would get over Westbrook. I still think Ham said, even though he was giving all the praise to Westbrook, that this is still anybody's job to win at camp. We'll see how camp plays out. It might go to Schroeder. It might go to Westbrook. I'm still thinking it will be Westbrook, but you can actually stagger these minutes. And currently, even if Westbrook is on the currently constructed roster, I still feel like the Lakers still have a chance at being a good basketball team, a very good basketball team, even with Russell Westbrook on, because Russell Westbrook still brings athleticism to the table, and he still can dish the ball just as well as anybody in the league. And if he can get some open shooters, that will make a big difference. Of course, we know Westbrook, Anthony Davis, and LeBron didn't have a lot of chance to play together. I think Westbrook and AD is a good combination, but not so much with LeBron. So I feel like if you could stagger some of those minutes without LeBron on the court with Russell Westbrook, you could still be successful. Let LeBron get his minutes in with Pat Bev, because that's going to work out a whole lot better. LeBron can handle the ball. Pat Bev can do what he does on defense. Pat Bev can still be a facilitator. And Pat Bev is not scared to take an open shot, an open three, which he would be even more open because he's going to be playing with LeBron James. And Pat Bev shot 34%. Then we have a very interesting player, and that of Juan Toscano Anderson. And a lot of people don't know a whole lot about Anderson, but, Anderson played with Golden State the past few years. He even got a ring with Golden State. And, he shot 36% from three, I want to say the year before last, which was a pretty high clip when he was playing about 13 minutes a game. So he shot 36% from three, but he had shot 40% from three before when he averaged 20 minutes a game in the 2021 season for Golden State. Now, of course, come playoff time, he didn't get a lot of minutes. And, of course, all teams, shorten their lineup and take a lot of young players out. But Toscano, first player that was in the dunk contest from Mexican descending, and also he won the Mexican Most Valuable Player. I forget the name of the league, but it's basically the Mexican equivalent of the NBA. And he won the Most Valuable Player in the finals. So, he won a couple of ships doing that. He won a ring with Golden State. He's been around championship pedigree by playing with Golden State. So I think he's only going to get better spending time on the team with a LeBron James. We'll see how he fits into the lineup. So then you have Austin Reeves, who shot pretty much the same thing as Toscano Anderson at 32%, Lonnie Walker at 31%. And then you get down to Westbrook, who shot 29%, which is terrible, 29%. And, of course, Thomas Bryant and Wayne and Gabriel, who both shot 29%. But what can you expect from centers? And then, of course, Gabriel can play the 4 or the 5 spot, respectively. But I think Wayne and Gabriel, man, I was liking what I was seeing from him last year. And back to the Damien Jones, I think the Lakers really need to focus on that center position and have Anthony Davis continue to play in that 4 spot. I didn't like Anthony Davis at the 5. They know that's what they said they want to do last year, spread the floor, blah, blah, blah. It's not spreading the floor with Anthony Davis when he's not really shooting threes and he's shooting 18% from 3. Let him play the stretch floor like he was continuing to do all his career. Let him hit that 17 to 18-foot elbow shot, which he was so good at. Let him gain his confidence back in doing that and let him be a defensive anchor and handle the business on defense with that of LeBron James. And I think the Lakers will be just fine because that's a perfect combo. Let's see the Lakers and let's see LeBron James and Anthony Davis more some pick and roll situations. I'm happy to see that the Lakers have a new coach because I'm telling you, Vogel, he was not it. I did not like his defensive scheme. I know they said he was a defensive coach, but I think Ham is going to be a whole hell of a lot better, and we're going to see. But also, I like the addition of Bryant. Thomas Bryant. He played for the Hoosiers back in college. You're talking about somebody that's 6'10", 250 pounds. He did get that partially torn ACL in January 2021, so he's been back healthy. When he has played double-digit minutes, he has scored double-digit points, and he is a pretty decent rim protector. So I would like to see for Thomas Bryant and Damien Jones to kind of share that center position and not to even have Anthony Davis in it. Unless you're playing a depth lineup where you really want to spread the floor and the team is going smaller, then that's just fine to put AD in that position. And then I'm thinking you can even move Pat Bev into that 3, put LeBron in the 4, then you could have Austin Reeves in that 2. Or either a Kendrick Nunn in that 2, and maybe a Dennis Schroeder or a Russell Westbrook at the 1. But I would say the best possible lineup for the best possible lineup that the Lakers could have currently with the currently constructed lineup would be Dennis Schroeder at point, because I would just still at this point in his career take him over Westbrook, because even though he's not a great shooter, you just saw in the Euro tournament people were backing off of him and he's not been the best 3-point shooter. But if he can still cut to the basket and bring those kind of things to the table for LA, I would like to see Dennis Schroeder at that 1, and then I would like to see Kendrick Nunn at the 2, and then we could move Pat Bev over to the 3. I think he could play that wing, be a 3-and-D forward in that position, even though he might lack the size just depending on the matchups. But at the end of the day, he can guard damn near anybody. You can see he can even guard somebody as tall as Kevin Durant. So I wouldn't necessarily put size against Pat Bev when it comes to him being on the defensive situation. And of course, you can always switch offense to defense when you rotate back on the other side of the ball. And then, of course, LeBron at that 4 and then AD at that 5. But I think starting the year, what you're probably going to see is Westbrook start. Then in that 2 spots, you're probably going to see Nunn or either Austin Reeves. I would get a nod towards Nunn, to be honest. I think Austin Reeves is going to be a hell of a player. I think he is still great on defense, shows a lot of hustle. He just needs to improve his shot. He had a lot of open looks last year and didn't come through. I know he won the Dallas game, hit that last second shot and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, he still needs to build his confidence more, and I still think he's a bench player, and I think Nunn can come in and start at that 2 spot to fill in the hole for a Malik Monk who has moved on from the Lakers. So at the end of the day, if I had to guess, if LeBron and AD can stay healthy, I still see the Lakers finishing in the top 4 or 5 in the Western Conference. But like I said, we're going to get to all of that as we get closer to the season. Lakers Media Day, we're going to have reactions for Media Day tomorrow. Haven't had a chance to see any of the interviews or press conferences from Lakers Media Day today, but we'll have news and notes from around the league. But as always, man, we appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't done so already, hit that like, hit that share, hit that bell, get that notifications. Let's get it back going, man, like we used to. The season starting up, we're going to have an in-depth analysis breakdown every single day. And as always, man, this has been your boy B New. I'm saying right on to the real, and much love to these haters. I'm out.